Welcome to Geography Made Easier by R. Luhan. We are continuing with the chapter 2 of 8th class Land, Soil, Water, Natural Vegetation, and Wildlife Resources. In the last three videos, I have been talking about land, soil, and water. Today, we'll take up natural vegetation and wildlife. Before continuing with the chapter, I'll read the extract from the book. Some school children were visiting an exhibition on handicrafts. The articles in the exhibition were collected from different parts of the country. Mona picked up a bag and exclaimed, "This is a beautiful bag." "Yes, it is made from jute," the teacher said. "Do you see those baskets, lampshades, and chairs? Those are made of canes and bamboos. In the eastern and northeastern humid regions of India, bamboo grows in plenty." Jessie was excited to see a silk scarf. "See, this is beautiful scarf," the teacher explained that silk is obtained from silkworms that are bred on mulberry trees. The children understood that plants provide us with many different products that we use in our day-to-day life. So, natural vegetation and wildlife, they exist only in the narrow zone of contact between the lithosphere, hydrosphere, and atmosphere that we call biosphere. Now, in the biosphere, living beings are interrelated and interdependent on each other for survival. This life supporting system is known as ecosystem. Vegetation and wildlife are valuable resources. Plants provide us with timber, give shelter to animals, and produce oxygen we breathe in, and so many things. If we want to say that our forests are magical, why our forests are magical? We can say forests are a breath of fresh air. Forests, they work as home sweet home. Forest keeps things cool. Forest also helps in fight against climate change. Forest gives us lots of things. Forests, they clean water. Forests also help the soil stay put. They also give us a way of life. When we talk about the distribution of natural vegetation, the natural vegetation depends primarily on the temperature and moisture. The major vegetation types of the world are grouped as forests, grasslands, scrubs, and tundra. In areas of heavy rainfall, huge trees may thrive. The forests are thus associated with areas having abundant water supply. As the amount of moisture decreases, the size of the trees and the density reduces. In the regions of moderate rainfall, short stunted trees and grasses grow, forming the grasslands in the world. In dry areas of low rainfall, thorny shrubs and scrubs grow. In such areas, plants have deep roots and leaves have thorny and waxy surface to reduce loss of moisture by transpiration. Tundra vegetation of cold polar regions comprise of mosses and lichens. We can classify the forest into two divisions, evergreen and deciduous, depending on when they shed their leaves. Evergreen forests do not shed their leaves simultaneously in any season of the year. Deciduous forests shed their leaves in a particular season to conserve loss of moisture through transpiration. These forests further classified as tropical, temperate based on their location in different latitudes. This we had learned in the 7th class about all the forest types. Next, we take up conservation of natural vegetation and wildlife. Forests are our wealth. Plants give shelter to the animals, and together they maintain the ecosystem. Changes of climate and human interference can cause the loss of natural habitat for the plants and animals. Many species have become vulnerable and endangered, and some are on the verge of extinction. Deforestation, soil erosion, constructional activities, forest fires, tsunamis, landslides are some of the human made and natural factors which together accelerate the process of extinction of these great natural resources. One of the major concerns is the increasing incidence of poaching that result in the sharp decline in the number of particular species. The animals are poached for collection of illegal trade of hides, skins, nails, teeth, horn, as well as feathers. Some of these animals are tiger, lion, elephant, deer, black buck, crocodile, rhinoceros, snow leopard, ostrich, and peacock. These can be conserved by increasing awareness. We have national parks, wildlife sanctuaries, bioreserves are made to protect our natural vegetation and wildlife. Conservation of creeks, lakes, and wetland is necessary to save the precious resources from depletion. If you want to define what a national park is, a national a natural area designated to protect the ecological integrity of one or more ecosystems for present and future generation is termed as national park. The biosphere reserves, series of protected areas linked through a global network intended to demonstrate the relationship between conservation and development. We do have some awareness programs like social forestry and Van Mahotsavas, which are there to protect our forest. They should be encouraged at regional and community level. School children should be encouraged for bird watching, visiting nature camps, so that they appreciate the habitat of varied species. Many countries have passed laws declaring that the trades as well as killing of birds and animals are illegal. In India, killing of lions, tigers, deers, great Indian bustards, and peacocks have been banned. Conservation of plants and animals is an ethical duty of every citizen. Thank you for watching the video.